Bill Cosby faces a felony sexual assault charge that's very serious. He can go to prison for up to 10 years. Whether he actually goes to prison if he's convicted and how long he goes to prison for will depend on what a judge decides after he's convicted, if he is convicted. If sexual contact is not in dispute, then the issue will be consent. Was she able to consent to the sexual intercourse? Did she consent to it? If she was under the influence of some kind of drug, maybe with alcohol, then she might not have been able to consent, and therefore it would be a sexual assault if you had any kind of sexual contact with her. So the issue will be, was she capable of consenting at the time? There's no physical evidence. However, you have not only her word, but you also have his word, which helps corroborate her word to a large extent in the deposition. Now, he has the right to remain silent, but if he does testify at his trial, it'll be interesting to see whether he says the same things he said in the deposition or whether he changes his story. Him saying that there was this gray area isn't a full confession, but it certainly helps corroborate her allegations that he did have some kind of sexual contact with her without her consent because she was under the influence of drugs and maybe alcohol. If she changed her story, that can be used by Mr. Cosby to try to discredit her. However, it's very common for victims of sexual assault to initially minimize what happened to them. That is something that we see in thousands and thousands of cases where victims are ashamed, they're scared, and they minimize and then later come out with a fuller story. So it's certainly an issue from Bill Cosby, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she's making something up.